Hello, my name is Samantha Valley,
My name's Ed Matsumori.
and we're performing a scene from Importance of Being Earnest, directed by Ariane Padilla. Thank you.
Lovely day it is, Miss Fairfax.
Pray, don't talk about the weather. When other people talk about the weather, it makes me feel like they mean something else. It makes me quite nervous.
Well, I do mean something else.
I thought so. In fact, I'm never wrong.
I would like to take advantage of the fact that of Lady Bracknell's temporary absence.
I'd advise you to do so. Mama has a way of coming back suddenly into a room that I often have to speak to her about.
Miss Fairfax, ever since I met you, I've admired you more than any woman I've ever met.
Well, I'm quite well aware of that fact, Mr. Worthing. Even before I met you, we were far from indifferent. I've always had the ideal to marry someone with the name of Ernest. From the moment Algernon mentioned he had a friend named Ernest, I was destined to love you.
You really do love me?
Passionately.
Oh, darling, you don't know how happy that makes me.
My own Ernest.
But do you mean to say that you couldn't love me if my name wasn't Ernest?
But your name is Ernest.
But what if it wasn't?
That is clearly something of the metaphysical speculation, and as in any metaphysical speculation, has little reference to the actual facts of the world as we know it.
To speak quite candidly, I don't much fancy the name Ernest. I don't think it suits me.
It suits you perfectly. It has a music of its own. It produces vibrations.
But there are many much nicer names out there. Say Jack, for example.
Jack? No. It has very little music, if any at all. It produces no vibrations. Besides, Jack is a common domesticity of John, and I pity any woman married to a man named John. The only really safe name is Ernest.
Well, we must be christened at once. I mean, married.
Married, Mr. Worthing.
Well, you know I love you, and you don't seem exactly indifferent to me.
I adore you, but we haven't talked about marriage. The subject hasn't even been touched on.
Well then, may I propose?
It would be an admirable opportunity.
Gwendolyn.
Yes, Mr. Worthing. What have you got to say?
You know what I've got to say.
But you don't say it.
Gwendolyn, will you marry me?
Of course, darling. How long have you been about it? You must not have much practice proposing.
You know you're the only one I've ever loved.
Your eyes are quite blue. I hope you'll always stare at me this way, even when there are other people present. Thank you.